How long do you usually take to defrost meat? 30 minutes? An hour? As for me, Tracy, it only takes 7 minutes. That's right. In just 7 minutes, I can turn a frozen piece of meat into something fresh and tender, just like it was bought from the market. No microwave, no boiling water, and no long waiting time. What's the secret? Today I'm going to show you a super simple tip to defrost meat until it's soft and fresh like new, using ingredients you already have in your kitchen. And especially, at the end of the video, I'll show you a delicious dish made from today's piece of meat. I guarantee you'll love it. Let's get started. Many people, when needing to defrost meat quickly, often choose to soak the meat in hot water. However, high temperatures not only cause the meat to lose its natural sweetness, but also denature the protein, resulting in dry, crumbly meat that is less tasty after cooking. Some others, including Tracy, use the microwave for convenience, but if the timing isn't precise, the outside will start to cook while the core of the meat is still frozen, leading to uneven cooking, toughness, and loss of flavor. Both methods clearly reduce the quality of the dish, and you need to stop using them immediately. Instead, when you take frozen meat out of the freezer, the very first important step is to prepare soaking water at the right temperature. You need to mix warm water at around 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a moderately warm temperature, not too hot to cook the meat, but also not too cool that the ice melts slowly. A simple tip to reach the right temperature is to use a ratio of 5 parts cold water to 1 part hot water. Stir it well and you'll get ideal warm water. When you touch it, it should feel gently warm. That's perfect. When the water reaches the right temperature, add 1 tablespoon of salt to the water. Salt has the ability to lower the freezing point of water, which helps the ice melt faster than usual. Not only that, salt also has mild antibacterial properties, helping to limit the growth of bacteria on the surface of the meat during the soaking process. Next, add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Few people know that sugar can change the osmotic pressure in water, helping to break down the small ice crystals clinging to the meat fibers, which makes the meat more tender and helps retain its natural moisture. Especially sugar also helps the meat retain a light sweetness and stay soft after cooking, reducing the common problem of dryness. Finally, add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Vinegar contains mild acetic acid, which helps quickly melt the ice on the surface, while also removing the light odor of the meat, especially effective for pork or chicken. In addition, vinegar helps brighten the color of the meat, so that after defrosting, the piece still looks as fresh as if it were just bought. Stir the mixture well until everything is fully dissolved, then gently place the frozen piece of meat directly into the water to soak. The soaking time will depend on the size and thickness of the meat. Usually, 7 to 10 minutes is enough. If the meat is thin, you can shorten it to 5 to 6 minutes. If it's thick or heavily frozen, you can leave it a bit longer, but don't exceed 12 minutes to avoid the meat becoming mushy. During the soaking process, you can flip the piece of meat once or twice so the warm water evenly penetrates from all sides. Tracy still remembers one time when I invited guests over for dinner, and just when I was almost done cooking, I suddenly remembered that the piece of meat was still in the freezer. In a hurry, I threw it straight into the microwave to save time, but when I took it out, the outside was completely cooked, and when I sliced it, the inside was still as hard as a rock. The meat was still bright red. There was no other way, so I had to skip that dish. After that time, I never dared to put frozen meat in the microwave again. After soaking for the right amount of time, you'll see that the piece of meat that was once rock hard is now soft and flexible. You can easily bend it by hand. There's no longer any ice stuck to the outside or an icy core inside like before. What's remarkable is that the color of the meat stays the same. Fresh pink, not pale or grayish, like when defrosted using a microwave. At this point, You can easily slice it or start cooking right away. This defrosting method is extremely simple and quick. It only takes about 7 to 10 minutes for the meat to become completely soft, with no ice left inside. Unlike soaking in hot water or using a microwave, this method preserves the meat's freshness, color, and natural sweetness. The meat doesn't dry out, nor does it turn mushy or crumbly. This is a fast and safe way to defrost meat, perfect for when you need to cook quickly, but still want to maintain the meat's quality. It's always wonderful to see where everyone is watching from. Let me know where you're from. I read every comment and truly look forward to connecting with you. After successfully defrosting the meat, I'll take this opportunity to show you how to prepare a dish that's incredibly simple yet fragrant and perfect with rice. Steamed pork belly with garlic, chili, and sesame dipping sauce. This dish keeps the pork soft and naturally sweet, uses little oil, and is easy to make, an ideal choice for everyday family meals. First, I'll prepare the pork. To make it easier to cook, you can cut the pork into 2 or 3 pieces depending on the size of the meat. Pork contains many nutrients such as protein, fat, and collagen, which are very suitable for adding to your family's daily menu. However, eating the same dish over and over can get boring, so try following me. This will make it much less cloying. After cutting, place a pan on the stove and turn the heat to high to heat up the pan. No oil needed. When the pan is hot, place the pork belly pieces in, with the skin side down, and sear for a few minutes. This method helps remove the natural smell, while also cleaning off any remaining fine hairs on the skin. While searing, I can gently move the pork piece so the skin is evenly seared and doesn't get burned. When the skin turns light golden brown, that's just right. After that, I use a knife to scrape off the burned layer on the skin. When I see the skin is smooth and light yellow, that means it's clean. I just rinse it again with clean water and let it drain. Next, I need to prepare the steamer. I pour water into the bottom of the pot and place the steaming rack on top. I arrange each piece of pork on the rack, making sure not to stack them so the meat cooks evenly. Add a few slices of ginger, a bunch of scallions, and half an onion to steam along with the meat. I cover with a lid and steam the pork over medium heat for about 20 minutes. Steaming pork this way lets the fat gradually melt without losing nutrients like when frying or grilling. While waiting for the pork to cook, I prepare the garlic chili sesame dipping sauce. This is the soul of the dish. First, I thinly slice a few red chilies. If you prefer it mildly spicy, you can remove the seeds. I also chop some scallions, both the white and green parts. Then I crush a few cloves of garlic and mince them finely. I put everything into a small bowl. Then I add 1 tablespoon of toasted white sesame seeds. Next, slice a few shallots, then heat about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil in a pan. Add the shallots and fry until fragrant and slightly golden, then scoop them out and add to the bowl of prepared ingredients. Let the oil heat a little more, then turn off the heat. After that, pour the hot oil directly into the bowl. The heat from the oil will bring out the aroma of the shallots, garlic, chili, and sesame seeds, creating that irresistible homemade dipping sauce fragrance. After the oil has cooled down a bit, I add 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of fresh yellow lemon juice. The yellow lemon juice gives the sauce a light sourness and a deep fragrance, creating a special appeal for the dish. I stir the mixture well and taste it again to adjust to my family's preference. Now I can go back to check the steaming pork. I use a chopstick to pierce the meat. If it goes through easily, the pork is tender. I take the meat out and let it cool slightly, then slice it into thin, bite-sized pieces. Thinly sliced pork makes the dish less greasy and pairs well with either rice or noodles. Finally, I arrange the pork on a plate in a circular shape or in straight rows, depending on what I like. I place the bowl of dipping sauce in the center or on the side, and I can decorate with a few slices of chili or scallions to make it look nice. So the steamed pork belly with garlic chili sesame sauce is finished. The pork is fragrant and tender. The dipping sauce is rich, not greasy at all. And the more I eat, the more I crave it. This is a simple dish, but definitely worth trying for anyone who loves a home-cooked meal. So Tracy just finished sharing how to defrost meat quickly in just 7 minutes, along with a super tasty and easy-to-make steamed pork belly with garlic chili sesame sauce. I hope the small tips in today's video will help you save time while still keeping the wonderful flavor for your family meals. If you find it helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next tips. And Tracy would love to hear more of your cooking secrets. Please leave a comment below so everyone can learn from each other. Thanks, and see you again.